Oh, buddy, welcome back. Me set up here. Okay. I can't remember if I dodged on this less than 24 hours ago or not. I know I dodged one yesterday, but I can't remember when I started. So I should maybe play on the other account, but whatever. I'm already in queue for this one. It's not the end of the world if I take a 10-point dodge accidentally and, you know, just have to play on the other account. I tried to see if I had any Tahm or Braum skins, but really don't have a lot here. Just like anything that I played. I think I may have gotten a Nautilus skin. I think there's a Pike skin that's like okay. Or back in my day, they didn't used to give you anything. But it's probably a smart idea for them to just give you just some stuff, kind of breadcrumb you a little bit. That Lux skin's kind of cool. If I ever played Lux. Or like the Veigar skin. Veigar, I mean, Veigar support would be cool if he just had just a little bit more utility. Like, that stun is very good. But, what's up, Butter? I don't know what they would change about him. I mean, he's got a pretty clear identity, kind of who he is. The Lux skin's brand new. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I mean, technically something like Lux should be good with Caitlyn. But I don't know. She can fall off. I mean, she beats me down a lot. I think she's my worst matchup. I don't know. Maybe she's better than I think right now. When I play Rakan, it doesn't feel like... Feels like she falls off real hard once you get Mercury Treads, but... her win rate's not great. I think she just doesn't have any, like, percentage damage, and they nerfed Zzox, and they nerfed your gold a little bit, so it takes longer to get to your first item.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, she kind of has engage, right? If you get your Q. It's similar to a hook, I guess. But I definitely don't want to first pick it. You can just get... Oh, they banned it anyways. I guess it's just Rakan. I could try something like Melio or Nami. I'll do Tahm.
Call me king, call me demon. Water forgets the names of the drowned.
Caitlyn's kind of like... could be good with Tahm. Yeah, Nami is pretty strong. I don't know. Maybe I should try Nami more. Nami is one of the sort of safer enchanters. You really gonna pick Nocturne into Tahm? Dude's crazy. What? Hopefully Caitlyn doesn't stick with Ignite. Like, you're not in range to Ignite as Caitlyn. There you go. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to try her out again. Nami was my most played Season 4. I mean, she's good. It's just like a lot of enchanters. You know, you can get blown up later on in the game, but you can play a lot further back than most enchanters, too. Like your bubble has good range, your E, you're just buffing an ally, your W, you can hit an ally and have it bounce around. Your R obviously has huge range. So she has a lot of range. That's something that people forget about Lulu too, is her shield range is only 650. So that means you're getting kind of close to be effective. Your W is also pretty short. Janna's is like 800. Damn it, we had a great team. Ugh. It's probably why the other team... I mean, the other team's comp wasn't bad. The Nocturne was questionable into Tahm Kench. Like, what? Who are you trying to kill? You're not killing the ADC with Tahm Kench sitting there. Any Nami skin charts? Yeah, I guess let me look and see. Yeah, I don't know if I own her on this account. I mean, we could maybe try her out. I mean, who cares if I lose on this anyway? I mean, who cares if I lose on my main? Like, it's not like it's a huge bragging point for a content creator to be Emerald. I mean, it is an accomplishment for a lot of people. It's still the top whatever percent, 10% of people. But, you know, I don't really think to, you know, major league enthusiasts, your rank is really going to matter until you're probably Masters Plus, and people be like, oh, okay, that guy's pretty good. Diamond's even really not what it used to be. Diamond's still, like, still pretty respectable, I think. I would consider Diamond high elo. I know people in Masters Plus don't consider Diamond high elo, but that's where I would draw the line. Is at Diamond. Maybe it's like supposed to be Diamond 2 or, you know, whatever. But I think like if you're in Diamond, like that's the top 2 or 3%. I think it's safe to call that like good. But I would still probably consider like Emerald, Platinum, maybe Gold, like mid elo. I just look at it kind of more statistical. I mean, that's more than 2 standard deviations. That's a lot. I mean, the equivalent would be, you know, are you going to call somebody that's... 20,000. What's the average? What? There's no way that's right. Okay. Average U.S. income is 59,000, but the median is only 40. Okay, I mean the average includes millionaires and billionaires though. So that's why I guess median's more accurate. That's still nuts. 40,000? I mean, I guess that's $20 an hour. Checks out. So then 2 standard deviations would be like $80,000. I mean, I guess a lot of people wouldn't consider that high income. I mean, it depends on where you live. Wait, see, this one from census.gov says the real median household income was $74,000. Okay, so that is a little closer to what I thought. See, this is not helpful. Percentage of Americans. Like, they need to show percentage or lower. Like, when it just shows what the percentage is in that range, it's confusing. So this is basically, what, 20, 36. So that's basically 50% of Americans are 75,000 or higher. And is this... Oh, that's household income. Okay, was this individual income? Okay, so that says household there. Okay. Because there's a lot of stay-at-home moms and part-time workers and like unemployed people and stuff like that too. That's why no one can afford anything. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I make less than that. Full disclosure. But my wife makes more than a decent chunk more than that, so I don't know. So I was gonna use that analogy for like high low versus high income. I thought high income would be like at least six figures. I guess if it's okay, so if it's 75,000 is the median household income, and then a standard deviation is 20, then the top 5% would be like $110,000 or something. But that doesn't feel like top 5%. But I don't know. I guess it is.
Shall I turn in my badge and rifle as well?
It really, I mean, dude, like the cost is so crazy on everything right now. It really is. Especially like, I don't know. I guess if you have like 1 million roommates, but even like around here in my, it's not a small town. I would call it a small to medium city. There's probably like, I think there's 300,000 people in like the city and the county limits, the surrounding counties. I don't know how far they go. It just kind of sprawls. But it's like, I don't remember where I was going. Oh, like a lot of the newer apartments are, it's like $5,000, but it's for like 4-bedroom, I guess. So it's like $1,200 a person, but you got to have 3 roommates. I think like a 2-bedroom apartment, decent apartment, is probably like $1,800 a month, like a newer one, I guess. Okay, we'll do Tom. I don't know. Are we? I was gonna say we're light on damage, but they're tankiness. I just keep thinking Pantheon's really bad, but we did have one clap us the other day. I feel like Camille is extremely strong right now. Guess our sustained damage is a little low. 3 bedrooms, 2,300. Yeah. But you live in a larger city, don't you? See, that's the thing, is like my town that's like smaller, I think of it as smaller anyways, is, wait, it's Morgue, what? Morgue Mid? Or Lux Mid? It's weird stuff bottom. But it's like big city prices are coming here, basically. I mean, I haven't looked for an apartment in a long time, but I feel like not that long. I mean, I guess it was long ago, but like maybe 15 years ago, like you could get, like we were in a 2-bedroom. It wasn't like new, but it was like good part of town, pretty nice, and I split it with one other guy, and it was $450 a month. It's Lux Mid, Morgue Bottom. Okay, so they're like super low damage, but they have a lot of sustain. Except for like Camille in the side lane is the big problem. They're like heavily indexing towards CC. I'm really shocked people are trying to do that into Tahm Kench. I mean, yeah, heal is kind of sus. Maybe he's just like banking on me just eating him all the time. I would still take barrier though, probably. I don't know. It should be cleanse though. You're right. Or I don't know, if you wanted to go really offense, I guess you could go for like Ghost or something and just be like, hey, this Tahm Kench better just bail me out every time. I don't know if Exhaust was worth it either. I guess for Camille, maybe.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Mercy has no flavor.
There's no way, right? God bless. Okay. I guess I should just run immediately. Dude, if he gets caught, I swear to God, man. How did she... Do you come out of the base with her double tap? I guess... How did she charge it in the base fast enough to get there? Am I going to be able to... I might miss a little bit here. I should have backed immediately. I was trying to help him out. Just in case, but... They do, yeah. Well, I wasn't banking on Seraphine having hers, like, queued up and ready. It's auto-charged on spawn. Okay. Because usually it's every third spell. Okay. But yeah, you could get a single bedroom for $750 at a... 2-bed was $900. I mean, it was 15 years ago, I guess, but... I mean, in Ohio, we had a, our house, I think, was it 18? It might have been 1,800 square feet. Might have been a little bit more than that. Maybe it was 2,200. I can't remember. Something like that, like a decent size house. And I think our mortgage was like 1,400 or something. And that was from 2012 for a 4-bedroom house in a kind of mid part of town. Wasn't like the nice part of town, but also wasn't the bad part of town. It might have even been less than that. I can't remember which house it was. The house before this maybe is from like 2018 or something. I think that one was like 2,700 square feet, something like that, maybe. Gone, I think. If he would have just run straight back, I guess he didn't have his flash. Oh, because he had to flash level 1. But I think it was like 1,600 or 1,800. I don't know. So I feel like it's really just in the last 5 years, it's just gone crazy. I mean, part of it is the interest rates. Like, there is no way we could afford our house right now with these interest rates. Yeah, I mean, it sounds crazy now, but it's like... I mean, that's what my town used to be. It's like, that was the major draw, is it was like... Still urban enough where you can find stuff to do and you can find a job, but it was cheap. But we've had so many people moving in from like New York and... Oh my god, is he dead again? If he just ran out, I think he would have been okay. But there's so many people, yeah, moving in from Cali and New York that it's like, and the interest rates, that it's just like they won't, you know, bat an eye at, you know, an apartment that's $2,000 a month. Well, Jin's just totally getting destroyed by this, like, goofy-ass lane. Until I get 6.
I shall return to this establishment shortly.
Please don't die to gank. Greeting for that. It's gonna be sad. Okay, I'm just gonna get no magic. I probably should have just gotten boots.
Misery has a delectable taste.
Yeah, he really needed barrier or, I mean, we had a chance to snap up some investment properties around us, like, pretty cheap. We could have gotten 3 houses, and I forgot how much it was going to be. They're, like, older houses, and they probably would have needed some work and some fixing up and stuff. I think it was going to be $1,500 a month to get, like, all 3 of them. It might have been a little bit more than that. But we were just, like... It was during the time where you couldn't, like... There was some policy in place where you couldn't evict people who weren't paying, and like we had a relative that had a problem with that. Basically had some squatters, and it was just terrible. They like tore up a lot of the house before they left and all this stuff. So we were just like, we want to wait until that law disappears or expires or whatever, so you can actually evict people. But, like, literally the month that that happened, the law expired, then they sold it. And they sold it for, like, 20% less than they were asking for it. I'm like, dude, we would have bought it for 20% less. What the hell? It was the woman that actually owned the house that we have now was the one who also owned those investment properties. I'm like, bro, hook it up. Yeah, I don't know if we'd want to spend... I don't know if we have the time to manage that type of stuff. I know you can, like, pay for people to do a lot of it, but that eats a ton of your profit. I'm probably just too nice to be a landlord, too, honestly. They, you know, people come at me with sad stories like, oh, I can't pay rent this month because of X, Y, and Z. And I would say, oh, no problem. Sure, I'll give you an extension. Please tell me they die. Okay, thank God. Wow, I just realized Seraphine's running TP also. They're just, like, embarrassing us in this lane. Just beasting us. In a TP lane. So, it probably would have been fine. I mean, I ended up talking with one of the tenants that was in there, and he said there was a lot of stuff wrong with that house. I was shoveling the ice off my driveway. And he was out there, and I let him borrow my shovel, and I even helped him shovel a little bit, and he was just like, yeah, man, they had to replace these floors and all this other stuff, so I may have, you know, it's one of those things where it can kind of look cheap, and she had implied, the person who sold us this house, and she was talking about those rentals, she had also pretty heavily implied that they did need some kind of work. I mean, at that price, they obviously will, but I don't know. It could have been a bait. God, dude. I hate having Kha'Zix on my team, man. I don't know, like, it feels like even if he gets fed, he just can't carry. ran out of my range. Okay, we got him.
You have slain an enemy.
The river never stops.
Alright, we might need a little bit more damage. I mean, Kindra's been down here. I mean, I guess Kha'Zix did come down. I need to just mute. I mean, yeah, our Jhin is not playing well. I think I'm doing alright. Oh, he sidestepped that. That was nice. It's like, it's not like he's really diffing that jungler either. Jhin players never play well. I don't know. I know you hate Jhin, but I feel like they do well on my team a lot of time. I'll take a hit to get a plate. We may not get the rest of those plates. Oh, jungle diff. Hopefully they get some kills though. Okay. How? How does that hit him? They see us coming up. Oh my god, what is that damage? Oh, she's going Blackfire. Kha'Zix, damn it, if he would have just stayed. Is he coming or is he just gonna... Alright. Oh, let it die, let it die, let it die. Don't give him the local.
Everyone ends downriver.
I mean, yeah, there's no way we can defend it. We should have just... I think that's a situation where you let it die. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But if you let it die to those minions, they don't get the local. If it's been so many seconds. I don't know what the timer is on it, but... Yeah, I mean, Morg just does a very specific thing. Like, she's just very extreme. Right, if you get a lot of value out of the Black Shield, or if you hit those binds, obviously she can be good, but...
I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation. A feast awaits.
How many worms? Damn, they got all 6 with a Camille on their team? That's rough.
An enemy has been slain.
Let us eat voraciously and overindulge.
I don't think I've seen a Blackfire Seraphine. We need to be careful.
I demand an entree.
I guess that's fine. It's just so hard to engage on her if the black shield's up. Morrick looks tanky. Oh, she's got freaking Warbogs? Aziz's dead.
Real sin is to deny a craving.
Okay, so Morg does like no damage. She can survive through our heavy poke comp. Couldn't get over there fast enough.
I shall return to this establishment shortly. The world is my feast.
Swiftness boots Vagar? What? You kidding me? One of the hardest hitting mages in the game. You're not gonna get sorcerer boots. And you know they're not gonna get any MR. That's troll. I mean, I guess he's just thinking he has to try to get away from Kindred or whatever, but I don't know, man. Like, that magic pen would be so strong against them. I know, even with Mercury Treads. Yeah, I mean, their CC change is crazy. It's like all really long range, too. You know, like, Morg doesn't even have any damage. I'm gonna get surrounded here. Kind of lucky she didn't double buy me with the Seraphine there. Okay, nice. I haven't even used my chomp all game. Unfortunately.
All creation is born
Your team
of
has
envy and
destroyed a turret.
I don't know. Maybe the. I mean, I guess the thought process obviously is he has enough damage anyways. It's pushed way too far.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh, if it would have been Sork, she would have been dead. 100%.
Now we shall gluttonize. My banquet is born.
Can I clear that? No, Camille's gonna be there. Okay, never mind. He got him. Oh my god, dude. Please. There's so many. Oh my god, where the fuck? I thought we killed the Camille. God, how many of them are dead? Not enough, probably. I'm not sure what the cooldown on her ult is. I probably shouldn't say that. Okay, now the question is... do I just do, like, Spirit Visage or Chaotic Rookern? Maybe I do Chaotic Rookern.
Mercy has no flavor.
I don't think I've ever bought this item before, but... I mean, most of their damage is magic. They've got Kindred and Camille, but... God. Guess he got binded up by Morg for 1,000,000 years.
My diet is expansively unique.
Nice. Alright, well.
An ally has been slain.
I need more wards. So much CC, like, you just can't disrespect him like that, I think, at your Pantheon. Oh, he did get Shirelia's too, okay. That's interesting. I mean, I guess you get a little bit more value out of Swiftness if you have Shirelia's. Man, Camille, like, is not doing any damage to those towers. At least it seemed like it was taking her forever.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
So next on the agenda, guess just getting some wards in. Oops.
Let us eat voraciously and overindulge.
We tried getting both.
An ally has been slain.
Why is Jin way over there?
I demand an entree.
Does he have Banshees? Oh, he has Verdant. I guess we just keep pressuring. It's 4v4, potentially. Alright. Probably better back it up. A little greedy.
The real sin is to deny.
What is this shield based on? Your max health, the Chaotic Rooker, and is it 20% of your max health or something?
A depth of flavor is what I call it.
Now they're missing skill shots. Yeah, now they're not. Well, I don't have Warmogs. Oh my god. Damn, I could not eat the Vagar fast enough. Just back. I mean, we might lose the game off that. Are they gonna go Baron instead? Please go Baron instead. Actually, I mean, I don't know which one's worse. We defended the last Baron. They're gonna get Baron and Camille's gonna get bottom. Okay, that's probably worse for us. Wow, they're not... No, they are Baroning. Wait, a bunch of them are dead. Okay, I didn't realize we actually killed 2 of them. Ow. God. Get rid of that Camille TP ward. There are probably other ones, but... I don't know that we needed to clean those, but...
Anything of depth is deceitful.
Kotic's so funny. Oh, I don't know. We need to push up lanes and, like, contest this.
Every heart has its own hunger. Now we shall.
Shit. I ate the wrong person. We not? I guess we can't. Okay, I thought we had more people dead. We just need to pressure the base, I guess, because they have it without us. We still got a little bit of time. Gonna be kind of tricky going for this. Should I be up there with that? Okay, I guess I'll be over there with them. Thought maybe I could split a little bit extra bottom, but... think he's fine. Who died? Oh, got caught by Lux. Yeah, we probably should have had one of them splitting bottom. You very rarely want to stack everybody in one place. Maybe it should have been me, but I felt like if they saw me down there, they would have just like tried to hard engage on him. I guess I don't have that much engage. I mean, this Pantheon's doing super well too. Camille's at 3 items though.
No true hunger can be abated.
Damn it, of course they have it warded. Nice. Oh, they thought they just gonna walk up and kill the Kench. I don't think so. Come, Kench, too strong.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'm finna start cringing on these kids. The Avengers. Is it? I didn't even think our comp was that good. I mean, Jin Tahm is historically pretty good. The Veigar was doing some... I mean, I guess everybody was playing pretty well. Yo, what up?
What up? What up?
It's chilling in the BDE.
That's right, dude. Always.
Hell yeah. You rocking some more Shaco tonight?
Not quite.
I see.
I will though if I go jungle.
Hell yeah.
Champion's OP. Just kidding.
It's pretty good. Alright, give me 1 sec. I gotta swing by the restaurant. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, alright. You playing some Magic yesterday or just catching up on some sleep?
Oh, I don't know what happened yesterday, bro. I was just... It's sleep, for sure. Like, I haven't had a day like that in a while where I just, like, lay on the couch and I passed out, like, at 10 a.m.
I see.
It was great, though. I slept a lot.
Wife wasn't coming at you like, hey, Jason, look, I found a keg over here.
Nah, dude. Like, she actually put a blanket over me when I went to bed and I was like, sweet.
Nice. That's the best.
It is. I don't know what it was, man. Probably lack of sleep, lack of, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
But it did feel good to sleep.
When I was sick one time at the previous house, this is probably like 5 or 6 years ago. I had like, Rory had this stomach virus thing a day or two before, and then she was better, and then I had it, but I was supposed to take care of her. And so I had to like lock the gates upstairs, and I was just like laying down just outside the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just like trying to just hold on and just not be sick, but also try to stay awake until my wife gets home. And like Rory came out, and she wasn't even like old enough to say anything really or do anything. I think she was like maybe 2 or something, and she just like put a blanket on me.
Yeah. Kind of like how it was for me.
I thought that was pretty sweet. She put a blanket on me and then just kind of like patted me a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute. Playing League in khakis. I'm wearing my shorts I was wearing earlier today. Got the shorts going. No, they're like these salmon colored shorts. Pimping with my I don't know what the aqua green and turquoise colored shorts.
Yeah.
Or turquoise shorts, salmon shorts. Oh, my holiday was good. We were just hanging out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you better rewind if you missed that, Uranus. I was shaking it in my shorts for about 2 seconds. Don't you boys make me drop it like it's hot. It's supposed to be for OnlyFans only. But
yeah,
you guys are fans. You're not gonna complain. 6 lobbies. What dates are you coming down again? It was in July, right?
Hope I can. I gotta get it's so hopefully
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
July 15th through the 20th.
Okay.
Should be all.
Thanks, your name's out. I didn't even think that I had that much of a chest, but I guess there's some. I try to work on it. For a cat reveal from this model. $65 just for that. I mean, I don't know. Depends on your financial situation and how much you really want to see it, I guess. We'll rock the Tahm again.
Call me king, call me demon. Water
Is the
forgets the
electrocute
names
thing
of
good
the
on
drow.
Smolder or not? I'm not really sure. Oh god, Shin Yi is annoying. Or Shin Tren. Spend $0 on OnlyFans. Well, I'm not necessarily against people, like, if it just depends on how it's used. It's kind of like sports gambling. It's, you know, if it's money that you can, you know, just afford to spend for entertainment, and it's not like too much. If it's money you can afford to give away. I think especially OnlyFans, you gotta be a little careful. It depends. I mean, some people get kind of sucked in with like parasocial relationships and then all that, you know, kind of stuff where, and they just simps getting exploited and all that stuff. But, you know, if you really enjoy somebody's company, you know, if they talk with you or you just like their vibe or whatever, I mean, I don't think it's any different from like a YouTube content creator or a Twitch content creator. It is a little, I mean, because it's porn, like, I guess it's a little different. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, and if it's just a content creator that you enjoy, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, OnlyFans, whatever, and you just want to help support them, if you view it that way, then I don't really see a problem with it. Now, if you're, like, going to have a hard time paying your rent because you keep giving this girl on OnlyFans, you know, $2,000 a month, and hoping, dreaming that one day, you know, she might be your girlfriend or something like that. Obviously, I don't think that's you, Butter. But, you know, there are guys out there that are kind of like that. If that's the case, then that's a problem, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know if there's ever been enough studies to see how many people that actually, like, applies to. So if it's like exploitative and it's like, you know, interfering with the rest of your life, then it's a problem. But if it's just something on the side that you do for fun and you just want to throw them a little money to, you know, help support their content, then I don't see a problem with that on the surface. The other problem with, you know, girls and porn and stuff like that is, are they getting exploited? But I think with situations like OnlyFans or some of this other stuff where they're kind of their own boss, and they don't have to run through like a big, you know, corporate company, I feel like there's a lot less of that. I mean, I'm not an expert on the, you know, the porn industry, but I feel like it was more of like the big companies and things like that that were the problem. And if you're gonna be a sex worker, that's probably one of the better ways to do it. I mean, in person obviously is fraught with all sorts of potential dangers and stuff like that. But yeah, exactly. That's what I think. I think that, you know, the system itself is probably fine. It's just like you said, the person being able to control themselves. I mean, some of that, it depends on how much the content creator knows, how ethical they're trying to be. If someone's throwing you just like a crazy amount of money consistently, I think it's nice to check in, you know, really thank them and say, oh, are you sure, man? That's a lot, kind of thing. I mean, I've been thrown some, not, like, OnlyFans type of money, probably, but, like, some pretty good money before, right? Like, we've had several people that have dropped hundreds of dollars to just support me for shaving my beard or doing a guide or for Christmas or whatever. And then, of course, more people just over time with smaller amounts and things, too. So, I'm very grateful. I kind of live on that system to some extent. Again, it's not necessarily porn, but I don't think it's that different of a concept. You're an entertainer. Professor Nudes. It would have to be a crazy amount. Not saying there's not an amount, but would definitely have to be a lot. Probably have to be like 10K at least. I mean, it'd have to be like, you know, am I gonna lose my job for this? That's an interesting question. I really don't know, because that's not in the HR handbook training that we have to go through every year. If I want an OnlyFans, or if I want to do nude stuff or be a sex worker or whatever, like, would I get fired for that? I'm sure it's probably implied in some kind of vague, like, must inform your employee or of any other, or you must inform the university of any other employment that you have, so there's not a conflict of interest. There is something like that. That's mostly so that people don't sell secrets to, like, foreign governments and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. To some extent, I do think it's mostly on the consumer. But I think, obviously, I think if you're a content creator, you can kind of tell someone might have a problem. You know, it's nice to remind them, I'm really flattered, thank you, but just to be totally clear, this is entertainment. I enjoy your company, but it's not going to be more than that. But yes, I agree. It's mostly on the consumer. Let's see. So scrolling through some smut sites, I saw there's a subgenre porn where people just play games in the nude silently with the camera on their body. Like play video games? I mean, I could definitely see that. I mean, there's a subgenre for probably almost anything. I mean, hot tub streams are incredibly popular. I mean, I guess people are talking during those a lot of times, but... I mean, we're rotating way to hell up here. Can we get this guy? I don't know if I'm able to get him. There we go. Nice. We getting paid. You need XP, bro. You're level 6. This guy's trolling. I guess against Seraphine, I probably still have to get Mercs, or I'm just going to be CC'd for 50 years. We're pretty far behind on... Well, we're catching a lot of this farm here. Okay. I guess he got out. He's got his... Well, actually, he doesn't have his ult. It's mega worth. Yeah, I don't... I mean, I'm glad I hit that tongue lash on the Tryndamere. How's your game going, Jason?
Pretty good.
Following. Hey, have you ever played Final Fantasy 14? Jason?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm thinking about trying it. They do have a, I mean, I played it before. I really enjoyed it, but I just don't know anyone else that, my people. I think there's some people on the channel that play, but
yeah.
it does have a, the free trial is like for the first 2 expansions. It's like 60 levels or something, or 70 levels of free trial. Without having to buy, and I think you don't have to have a subscription. So... You could try it out. It's pretty fun. It does have PvP. I don't know how good the PvP is compared to, like, WoW, but...
Yeah.
Oh my god. No way. That was pretty beast right there. Yeah, you can try it out and see. You can kind of go at your own pace. I think it has a lot more kind of just like chill, casual stuff that you can do. Like, you don't have to just like raid or mythic or nothing. Like, there's a lot of stuff, like little mini games, things you can collect. There's like hunts you can go on, and looks pretty cool. Okay, yeah, Uranizak says the level cap is like level 70. And I think if you do want to buy the game, I think that if you buy the newest one, you get the most recent 2 expansions. So you get level 80, 90, and 100. I guess you get the most recent 3 expansions, and it's like $40. That's pretty pimp. They don't have anything that's exactly like Hunter. They do have like an archer that's a bard, and they have some other stuff. One really nice thing that I liked about it is it's so alt-friendly. Because you can switch like your class on the same character. You have to level each one up, sort of. But like if you level up a bard, which is like their hunter, and then you decide, you know what, I want to try like a warrior, a melee class. Then you don't have to do the main story again. You don't have to grind any rep again. And
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, and if it's the same type of character, so if you're going from one physical range dealer to another, then you can actually use the same items. A lot of the same items.
Wow.
So you don't. All you have to gear is your weapon. Like, each weapon is different. But like, I was doing that on a healer, and I was just leveling up all my healers. And I think you get like 50% extra experience if it's not your highest level character. So that's what I really loved. Is it was just so alt-friendly.
Oh, I want to do that.
There are some restrictions on it, right? Like, you're an Inzok. Isn't it like you can't do auction house? I don't remember if you can open trade window and trade with people or not, but it was like you couldn't... I think you couldn't talk with most normal other people, but I think you can still talk to a friend if you friend somebody, right? It was something like that. I think mostly to try to control bots and like... And there's not as much, I think, like botting or... just shenanigans like that, which is kind of cool. That really applies more if you like to do like the crafting and econ stuff. But I really like that their crafting system's really cool too. But it's not necessarily your cup of tea. But there's, I think being able to do the alts and the hunts and stuff would be kind of fun. And then even though I've got some stuff, even if you start early, I could play with you. I could just start leveling up another job. That's what they call class in that game. But I could just level up another class and try some tanking or something. That'd be fun. So I'd like to play something else, man. We gotta get gotta get the boys back together, but it's
Yeah, if I can just stop being a scrub.
Oh shit, we overextended here. Did they just kill the dragon too? Yeah, that was so dumb. I'm just not paying attention. I don't think Warwick can get him. No. That was just really dumb. I don't know if we can afford to screw up that much. I think Udyr is going to outscale the Shen pretty hard, but Master Yi's kind of going to be a problem. I mean, Smolder is going to be really good once he gets all of his stacks, but oh my god, he's at 68 stacks. Well, I know it doesn't go linearly though. Like, once he gets some items, like, he really starts going a lot faster.
Everyone ends downriver, eventually.
Nice. Alright, we balling. I mean, yeah, I think one season I went from Diamond 4 to like Gold 4 or something for a while and got stuck down there for a little bit. I don't remember which season it was, but sometimes just the meta just doesn't work out or there's just something weird going on. Hopefully you'll get your groove back soon. Think I'm able to do anything to me. People are loving the Seraphine pick lately.
A depth of flavor is what I in order to find a digestive.
Most of the limitations are social and community based, yeah. I think a lot of it is again to like limit bots. I know you can't use the auction house. That's why I ultimately just ended up buying it because dude, their crafting system is really fun. Like I probably put 400 hours on it and I'm only just started Stormblood, but a lot of it was I was like trying to max out every profession as much as I could and I just kept selling stuff. Like furniture and shit. I was like trying to make as much money as I could to try to buy a house. And I just wasn't really in any kind of hurry. And I think the community is a lot more chill too. Like there's not as much like show me your Raider IO or you can't run this dungeon or whatever. Like maybe it is at Savage. People are a little bit more selective. But which is like basically their mythic raid, but everything except for that, I don't remember a bad interaction where someone like kicking me for a dungeon for doing something dumb or like most people just seem very chill, very friendly. I didn't do a lot of. I was technically in a guild, but I didn't do a lot of guild stuff. This is so weird. I ate the, if people are wondering, I ate the Smolder to speed up, because you get like 40% movement speed or something. So you can actually use his R to engage too. Which is a little weird, but it's kind of cool that that's available.
Let us eat voraciously and overindulge. I shall return to this establishment shortly.
Yeah, and I like the vibe too. I'm not, it's like anime-esque. It's not exactly anime, I guess, but it's like a Japanese kind of vibe, and I think that it's a really pretty graphics. And the story's good. That's the one thing. I don't know if you like games with a lot of story in it or not, but there definitely is a lot of
Yeah, for sure.
a lot of story to it. But yeah, you can try it out, see what you think. No biggie if you don't like it.
Right.
But I might give it a whirl. I'm not sure if we're gonna have time to go like all out on it, but even if I could just do a little bit, maybe it'd be fun.
You're done with classes, right?
I am, yeah. During the summer, so in theory, I've got a little bit of time.
Dude, you should be up to like 3 a.m. every night. Just kidding.
I know, yeah. Well, if I don't know, just find some way to hire someone else to take the kids in. That'd be great.
Right. Well, Sandra, you gotta grind.
That's right. I mean, if I really pressed her on it, she probably would take them in, but I feel bad because
I know how that goes. So you don't gotta explain to me, bruh.
I'll be like, honey, you gotta do it because I got this new idea for the channel, and she's like, okay, how many extra viewers is this gonna bring in for you? I'm like, probably about close to 0. Oh, I don't know about using your fly there. I feel like this is gonna end poorly for everybody. Oh, he done got wrecked. If that guy in particular. I mean, if he would have just run towards me, I'm pretty sure I could have gotten him out. It's gonna take me a million years to get that. This is dumb. I can't do that. Bro, are you serious? Okay. Alright. I mean, I do have some healing. I guess I'll just trade Dragon for Baron. Sounds good. He's been watching too many montages. Too. I don't know. I think some people will tune in just to chat or something occasionally if I stream Final Fantasy 14, but usually streaming MMOs is not like, or just anything that's like not a competitive multiplayer game typically, unless you're a big time variety streamer. Like, I feel is kind of hard to pull off. What do I get here? Just lock it, I guess.
An enemy has been slain.
Are they gonna... How do you merge that, though? They're entirely different regions. Yeah, I think most people probably don't watch... I mean, the gameplay's nice if something interesting goes on, but yeah, no one's watching me for, like, high-level gameplay. It's either people are watching me for the salmon shorts, just the old man stories, or whatever. But there are occasionally some fun plays. Oof. How many people are left? Okay, well, I guess we just win. Alpha food here. I'm just grandfathering, yeah. Same way Valorant does. Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, that could be interesting. Except for the geography or whatever. Anything that, like, brings in more viewers. I mean, they kind of did that with Overwatch, right? Or they just had it, like, teams named after different cities. I don't know. I mean, geography works well for sports. Because it brings in enough money where you can actually fly people around and still be profitable. But I don't know. That'd be interesting. I mean, I think like North American League is fine for what it is, right? I mean, it's kind of like college, watching college ball. Like the argument that it's like, well, there's no point watching North America because, you know, Korea and China are pretty much always better. It's like, I guess, but people watch college basketball even though pros are way better. It just depends on your team, but people have a lot more kind of connection with a more specific geography than just NA, you know? I don't know, that's my take on it. But, I mean, like, it's just not the same as traditional sports, too. It's a different type of vibe. Like, there's not, like, arenas, and, you know, you don't have these shared experiences as much to kind of create... You don't, like, go around town and just see flags and, you know, like, talk to people at the local bar about it, and it's just not as much, like, just ingrained in a culture as a college town is. So, I mean, that's really what they need to work on, is, like, building up a culture, building up, like, a fun community and things. But it's, like, it's really hard to do that with League because it is such a challenging game to get into. They could start by getting rid of the leveling system, so you could actually bring in new people, or make an alt, you know, or whatever, and just start playing ranked after, like, 10 games or something. But it's just knowledge-wise really hard to get into. There's not a lot of other games like it that are popular. Obviously you have Dota, but that's also not popular. And there's just not any mode. I mean, there's like ARAM. They've tried to make like 4 fun modes and get people in. I mean, like Arcane helps. I think building out the ecosystem with other games, like an MMO would help. But that's very expensive and I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But yeah. And the community's toxic. I mean, it's part of it. I think any community that's highly competitive is going to be somewhat toxic in a team, especially in a team-based game. Did you win your last one, Jason?
They had a 33-7 Samira, so no.
Interesting.
I was not bad, but yeah,
that's rough.
she just was like going, like she would just run at our team and like kill at least 2 or 3 people.
Just delete everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collector is bullshit.
That is, especially on something like a Samira, like she can just trigger it so easily with her gun.
I'm not a fan of. Yeah, Collector on Samira is stupid.
It's pretty goofy. I don't know. Yeah, that champ, I got blown out by one that was like not that fed, but it was like 15 and 20. It's on 6 items. So that's a problem. But all right, well, I got to get up in the morning, get the kids ready, and all that fun stuff. But
Yeah.
it's good to catch up with you again. Hopefully you win this one, and I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, for sure. I'll
Yes,
see you.
sir. See ya. Okay. I don't know. I don't spend too much time in online spaces as far as like Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, but I do think that a lot of people's mental health just got blasted. It was already like not great going into COVID, but after COVID, I feel like it was much worse. People being super isolated, everybody's getting sick, you know, a lot of people are dying or, you know, getting a lot of family members getting really sick and all this stuff, and you just weren't really sure what was going to happen, and it just disrupted so many institutions, education. So many people got laid off. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of those jobs just never came back, too. At restaurants, things like that. McDonald's and all these places, and then, of course, you know, after that, like the stock market came back, but I feel like a lot of the jobs are just kind of gone. That just almost always happens whenever there's like a recession. Is a lot of the jobs just never come back because companies figure out, hey, we can just work everybody who stays a little bit harder, not hire the other people back, or we can close weak branches of our restaurant or whatever. It just helps them like squeeze a little bit more out of everybody and get a little bit more efficiency. And then of course you got AI coming in and potentially replacing some jobs. Super high inflation, especially with housing. I mean, it's rough out there. Anti-stock market. I'd have to I don't know, like, I know a pretty good amount, like, at a basic level about it, but I'd have to think really theoretically about what would happen if there was no stock market. I don't like, I was going to say venture capital, but, what is that, private equity. I freaking hate private equity, and I really wish they would do a lot more to limit that. But private equity is the devil. I think stock market is probably a good thing. I think ultimately for wealth generation, I would have to look historically at like pre-stock market, or like try to think about what would happen if there was no stock market, if everything was just private. I feel like stuff would be way more expensive for consumers. I mean, there'd be a lot more like mom and pop stores though. Maybe it'd be a lot easier to be an entrepreneur. Maybe employees would get treated better, paid better. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. Thinking about before there really was a stock market. It's hard to say because the rise of the stock market just coincides so much with the rise of other technologies that have kind of improved life. I'll tell you this, I'm probably glad that I live in this era than in like the Middle Ages though. I mean, the movies make it sound cool, but or even like the 1800s, it's like, or hell, even the 20th century, man, during like the Great Depression, or before there was electricity or running water. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know any different. So maybe it'd be fine just working, you know, at the local factory or on the farm or whatever. But I feel like I probably wouldn't like it as much personally. For current migraine. Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I got to get out of here anyways. I got to go to sleep. But hope you feel better. Hope that migraine goes away. And other than that, got a couple wins. Getting back on track here on Bench of the Kench. And that's it. Thanks. Have a good day.